Welcome back. And for activities at the fixed income market, I'm being joined by a fixed income dealer at Wema Bank, Ifeanyi Akweche. Good afternoon, Ifeanyi.
Yes, good afternoon.
So tell me, how is the yield performing today?
Sorry?
How is the yields performing today, the market yields?
At the fixed income market today, there has been an upward trend in yields, especially as the CBN has been coming to the market to almost at yields above 80.5. That is actually dragging all rates in the market forward. But there's been a lot of activities at the shorter end of the yield curve. That's where banks and dealers are comfortable to trade. But at the long end, it has been upward trend as we never know.
Now, when the central bank announced the monetary policy direction, were you, as a dealer, expecting to see the yield rise?
We told it. In, or rather,
Well, we seem to have lost Ifeanyi Akweche there. He's speaking to us from Wema Bank. Now, Namibia's economic growth is projected to slow to 4.4% this year compared with 5.7% in 2015. Now, the slowdown in 2016 is mainly due to the projected contraction in construction and the diamond mining subsector. Growth is seen accelerating to 5.4% in 2017. And coupled with poor rainfall pattern, which has seen up to half the population of Malawians in need to food aid, the country's major forex earner, tobacco, is facing a tough time on the auction floors. Currently, the rejection rate has reached 90%, a situation that has knocked down the slow recovering economy in the process. The turbulent tobacco market coincides with the continued depreciation of the kwacha, now at 744 kwacha to the US dollar.
Martin Douglas plucks a handful of shriveled leaves from his tobacco crops. It has been a tough couple of years for Martin and other small-scale farmers in Malawi. Tobacco is the country's biggest export crop, but farmers are worried because their produce no longer fetches good prices like it once did on the local market, making it difficult for them to run their farms profitably. An El-Nino induced drought has also decimated this year's tobacco harvest. El-Nino is a climate phenomenon which sees a warming of sea surface temperatures in the Pacific Ocean and occurs every 3 to 7 years, with consequences felt all over the world.
For me, this year is my last. I have given up growing tobacco and I'm cultivating potatoes. They fetch even better prices and I can buy fertilizer for my other crops. Look, I can hardly make a living from tobacco because it is being bought in cents.
Poor prices have also been blamed on poor quality of the leaf, the global anti-smoking lobby, and a framework convention on tobacco control guidelines, which have stringent rules classifying tobacco products. While the government has established minimum prices for the leaf, buyers continue to pay less than the stipulated auction prices.
The sales under the contract system are not rewarding at all. It used to be profitable when we were selling on auction because we were all selling at the same place and the buyers would compete for a higher price. But now, with the contract system, the buyers are really reaping from us.
Malawi must also contend with a collapse in currency. The kwacha has been laid low by a loss of donor funds, falling export revenue from tobacco as global commodity prices fall.
This is not a good picture in terms of revenue for the government. It's not also good in terms of income for the tobacco farmers who rely their livelihood on tobacco. But as a country, we know we are doing, the government is promoting diversification, but those farmers that relied much on tobacco this year will suffer a big blow because they are experiencing low prices, and also their tobacco is being rejected.
Tobacco accounts for more than 60% of the southern African country's exports and 15% of its gross domestic product.
And with that Malawi tobacco market, we end today's edition of the program. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chimeze Obiwa.